right, let's kick off that analysis now with our 12 News political analyst, Joe Fleming. All right, so Joe, we want to thank you for joining us, first of all. And, they covered a lot of ground last night. So what stood out to you?
Well, what stood out was how both candidates were really well prepared for this debate. They both knew their positions, they both knew their issues, and I think both of them got across the message they wanted to get across last night. Seth Magaziner, I believe, wanted to appeal to his base, which is the Democrats, because Alan Fung in our poll showed he was getting a percent of the Democratic vote. I think Magaziner tried to get those back last night. Alan Fung basically tried to come across as a moderate, independent, and kept talking about his main issue, cost of living.
And speaking of that poll, our latest 12 News poll showing Alan Fung leading in what is still obviously a close race, but the poll found 24% of Democrats supporting Fung. So did Seth Magaziner do enough last night to get some of those Democrats back on his side?
I think that was Seth Magaziner's main goal last night. He was trying to get the Democrats back. If he can get those Democratic voters back, he's right now probably even with Alan Fung. The question is, did he do enough? We're not sure. He talked about Democratic values last night, Democratic issues, so it might have moved some of those Democrats back.
All right, let's go back to cost of living, because you briefly touched on that, Joe. I mean, it is really the top issue for voters right now. We're talking, obviously everything costing more right now. So what did you think about the candidates? Who did a better job of addressing that particular topic?
Well, Alan Fung kept going back to it all night. No matter where you were in the debate, he went back to the cost of living, talking about $5 gasoline, talking about the inflation under the Biden administration, and that Seth Magaziner is going to be part of that. So I think Alan Fung had the advantage on the cost of living because he kept going back to that all night.
So Alan Fung has said last night he'd be an independent voice for the people of Rhode Island. Is that messaging undercut by the fact that he's getting a lot of support from the Republican Party, including within the week or so, a fundraiser in Boston? Steve Scalise will be there, $2,900 a ticket. So he's trying to maybe separate himself from the big party, but can he do that?
Well, again, Seth Magaziner is trying to push the fact that he is part of the Republican administration. I think Alan Fung's trying to say, I'm independent, but I'm also a moderate. I'm a moderate Republican. Like, I'm not going to support a total national ban against abortion, he said last night. So, I mean, he's trying to show some independence there from the Republicans. It's going to be hard to do. But again, the 2nd Congressional District is a lot more independent than the 1st Congressional District in the state of Rhode Island.
Let's talk about the timing of this debate. I mean, it was a much different story during the primary, right? So we have the debate last night, fresh in voters' minds as early voting starts today. I mean, last time the early voting had started, and then we had these debates.
That's correct. The mail ballots just went out also, and there's like 28,000 of those right now. So this debate is key timing for people making their decisions. They now had an opportunity to see both these candidates in the 2nd District and make a decision which one they want to support. Well, they didn't have that in the primary.
All right, a lot to unpack. Joe, thanks as always, coming in bright and early after another late night last night.
Pleasure.
Debate season. It's your I guess World Series and Super Bowl all wrapped up into one. We appreciate it, Joe.
Couple more weeks to go. We're almost there. All right, a reminder, you can see the hour-long debate last night as well as all of our continuing coverage of the congressional race. You can check it out anytime at WPRI.com.